Guys, and welcome back to my channel, Cooking with Katrina. Today I'm making a super chocolate moist cake. Let's get started. Okay guys, so for this recipe is so easy and it's such a moist cake. These are my ingredients. I have 2 large eggs. You will need a half a cup of vegetable oil or whatever type oil, coconut oil or canola oil will work for this recipe. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I went on and put everything in here. A cup, you can do espresso powder, but you'll also need a cup of hot water. So I don't have espresso powder, so I just brewed a cup of coffee and just let it come to room temperature. You don't want it hot. And I have 1 cup of buttermilk. I have a teaspoon of salt in here. I have 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I have 2 cups of sugar, 3/4 cups of cocoa powder, unsweetened cocoa powder, and 2 cups of, you can use all-purpose flour. I have cake flour because I just like the texture that cake flour gives your cake. And it's really easy for this recipe to where we can throw everything in this one bowl and whisk it up. So what I'm going to do first off is I'm just going to get my dry ingredients in here and just kind of give this a nice little light whisk. I'm going to get my baking powder, baking soda, and my salt in there, and my sugar, 2 cups of sugar. And I'm just going to give this a nice little whisk together. Now I'm going to add my cocoa powder. No, you don't need to say hey in this video, okay? I'm making this cake. No. Say hey.
Hey.
Okay, you wanted to say hey, y'all. Okay, so I'm just gonna whisk this all together. Really nice and combined to get all the baking powder and baking soda and salt, sugar, cocoa, and flour mixed in, because you don't want the cake to not be mixed in really well. So I'm just going to mix this up really well. Okay, now I'm going to add in my eggs, oil, and vanilla. And I'm just going to whisk that. I was going to beat my eggs, but this little guy talking about some, can I say hello? Oh gosh. Anyway, let me adjust my camera better so you can get a better view. I'm going to just whisk this up. Okay. Now I'm going to add my coffee and my buttermilk. Whisk it up. Scrape around the sides. And the cake will seem like it's a little thin, but that's just the that's just the coffee. But it's going to be delicious. I promise you that. Just whisk about 30 seconds to a minute, just to make sure everything is combined. Just like I said, this cake is not as serious as some other recipes, like a pound cake or something like that. And the reason I use cake flour too is simply I don't have to worry about whisking it or having any lumps to where I have to whisk it long time. So this is it. I've got my 2 cake pans already sprayed right here, and I'm just going to add them into my pans. make sure my cake is even. Get a scrape the bowl. Okay, so I have my cake. Just a little bit of cocoa dropped in there. Okay, so I have both of my cake in my pans. Got cocoa on my hands, and I'm gonna clean around here. This is a mess. Don't want to have a mess. Okay. So this is going to go in, both of these will go in a 350-degree oven for 30 to 35 minutes until your cake springs back or until your, of course, fork or toothpick is clean. See y'all back shortly. Okay guys, so my cakes have been out and they have cooled. Feel good. Oh, they look delicious. So I've already made my chocolate buttercream. You can use whatever type icing you want to, but if you want to use this recipe, I will have it written below in the description box. So you can use this. So delicious. So I'm going to icing it up and cut it so you can see how moist and delicious it is. Okay, she is finished. Look how delicious she looks. So good. Looks so good. Now I'm going to cut a piece. Show you how moist. Give me a plate. Delicious. Look at that. Oh, yes. How delicious that looks. And this is it. Look at that. Taste. It's so good. Well, I gotta go. It's dinner time around here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you try this recipe. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the notification button so you can know when my videos just been put out. And I will see you guys next video.
Bye.